So
All
what's
right.
up, everybody? This is Bridge the Gap. It's episode 174, and joining us today is Yoko-Gman, an extremely talented artist outside of from Montreal. Well, we'll get into the whole his story very shortly, but dude's music is pretty incredible. I just dropped a new album. I was bumping it earlier today, and like, yo, it's at a quality level of versatility and stuff where like people constantly, to me at least, will make comments about how there's like a lack of talent in the city, and I always get confused because I don't feel like people really be listening to the music that's getting produced. And I see Sky Beats put a lot of magic on that too, so like that's a quality product right there, is what I'm saying. So we're gonna get into today the life story of Yoko-Gman. It's great to have you here with us.
Good to be here, man. Good to be here.
And to get everything started off, we like to have a opening question that we put for the people. It's a little bit of a story, but it kind of gets the ball rolling. It starts off with my girlfriend, and one day she's washing the dishes, and she's got her phone open, and she's playing that Black Eyed Peas song. I got a feeling, ooh. And she's vibing,
Uh-huh.
she's dancing, she's doing her thing. And then I look at her and I have this thought, like, when the fuck did this shit become chores music, right? Like, cause like if you run this back to like 2010ish, it's like everybody dancing in the club, even the kids is partying. Like, it's the celebration joint. Time passes, the song doesn't change at all because it's a song, and we end up at this point where this track is now something we put on in our heads to go back to the fun times while we do chores. Maybe we're working out, whatever boring crap we're up to. And it's crazy how, to me, like, music evolves like that. It got me thinking about our relationship with music as artists, because like, I don't know if you noticed it, but like when people do their artist stories and you watch the interviews, it always seems like everyone's like 11 years old when they start. That's when they fall in love with hip hop, or that's when they start writing, and it's almost like nothing ever happens before that. But if you think about music, right, this shit's always been around us. It's always
Right.
been part of like our lives. Probably when you were born in whatever hospital you was at, there was like even a song playing in that room that was being absorbed by a little baby you, even if you don't remember it. And
Right.
I think back to like being like 5 in Cool St. Luke and shit, being in the apartment. My dad had all them gray boxes, like the amp and the preamp and the radio and the tape deck, and everything would go to the wires around for that like bootleg surround sound that you would make at home with the fat fucking speakers before sound bars and shit. And in the daytime, it would be like Led Zeppelins and the rocks and all of that stuff because you had the tapes going and all that. But that nighttime, it was like the MC Mario club mix and all this nighttime vibes that was completely different. And my mom, she was more like the discos and the musicals and the love songs and the Q92s and shit. And for me, it was like I had no control over this, bro. This is just what you listen to because you're like little, and that's the sounds that's coming on. And so it got me thinking about our journeys as artists and how, like, real talk, it starts all the way back then. So I was hoping that you could bring us back to the youngest Yoko-Gman that you can remember being, and let us know a little bit what it sounded like to be you when you were so young you had no control over the music in your life.
Right. Well, I would have to say definitely my mom was listening to a lot of R&B, a lot of soul music, a lot of R. Kelly, Keith Sweat, those jams.
Right.
Um, and I remember always listening to the vocals and stuff like that, man. And I was like, yo, that sounds cool. And yeah, I really didn't have any control of the choices of music that my mom put on, obviously, but I grew to love it. And yeah, it was, so that's pretty much where it started with that. She listened to pretty much that, not really much disco or anything like that. Like kind of like black soul R&B type music was
And is
really
this
what she
like the radio was feeling, or does she have vinyls? Like, how is that?
she had CDs, not vinyls, but she had a couple albums there. Yeah.
Right, right. And like, you
Yeah.
guys grew up in Montreal?
Yeah, well, my family's from Nova Scotia, Guysborough, Tragedy, but me, I'm born here in Montreal, Point St. Charles, and
Right.
most of my earliest memories, is being in the Point St. Charles, listening to whatever was coming on the radio or whatever my mom was listening to, and I always knew even back then, music's great. It's life.
So like back when you were like real young, you had this desire to create it, or were you more like a fan of it at that point?
Well, at that point, like I'm talking, 5, 6, 7. I was more just a fan, just
Right.
listening to it, good music. When I moved to, because I was always moving around when I was younger. And I got to a point where I moved to Nova Scotia. And when I was out there, I got introduced to a couple of friends that were listening to some, well, it was young Jeezy at the time, and he was relatively new. It was around like 2005, right? He just
How old
dropped,
how old were you when that happened?
I believe
Or
I want to say 13. I want to say
right,
12, 13, I believe. Yeah.
right,
And yeah, when I heard that CD, man, what was it? Thug Motivation 101 by Young Jeezy. When I
right.
heard that, man, just listening to an artist describe his life and talk about his life and being on the streets and what's going on in his daily life. Like that was the first time I really got introduced to that on that type of level. And I was hooked from there. From that moment, I was like, yo, I want to do this too. I want to make my own music and talk about my own life, because
Right.
things were pretty crazy back then.
So like before you were like 12, 13 in Scotia and stuff, and before you like got so clearly put on the hip hop. See, that's what I mean. Like people start at like 13, like that's just like, But before that, your mom was listening to the soul music, and like what else was happening in your life? Were you like into drawing or sports, or did you have different passions?
So, I gotta say, I was really heavy into like the video games. I got introduced to the video
Mm.
games real young. So I used to be that kid that kind of basically either stayed home playing my video games or, regular school work as a normal kid at, those ages, just starting school.
What games were
Um,
you playing?
uh, N64, Zelda's
Those
a
were
big
lit
thing.
times, bro. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
come on, let's be
Ocarina of
real.
Time.
Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask dominated, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Dominated.
yeah.
I
That was my
I
thing
played
right.
that DK64 for a hot minute, bro. I don't
Yeah,
know if you ever did that joint, but that shit
yeah.
was possibly my favorite Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah. So for Donkey Kong, I would say I didn't really get to play the Donkey Kong 64 like myself. I never owned it. I
Right.
did see other people play it, but I did get to play the one for Super Nintendo. I did Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
That was good. That was
Bro,
good.
that's like every girl's favorite game for a hot minute. Like, I'm not trying to generalize, but there was a large period of my life where girls would say these words to me. I don't play video games unless it's Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. And I've met hundreds of women with that one opinion. I just for the life of me never understood what made that singular game be pretty much a whole generation of ladies' only game they played.
Right, right. I would say probably because of the also with Mario too, kind of them being at the same type of level at around the same time. It was like either you were playing Mario or you were playing Donkey Kong or you were playing both. So
I think Donkey Kong's like easier to
yeah,
like.
that I would say that too because even nowadays the way video games are now, I find it really frustrating with the you only have like two moments to get hit. Like if you're small Mario, one hit, dead. If you're big Mario, you get hit twice, dead. That is so frustrating nowadays.
I understand. I mean, a lot of people want to play for the challenge. Some people don't
Right.
have the time to get good. That's the thing is
Yeah.
you want to get good, but you're like, bro, I don't. I got like an hour and a half to play this shit. I ain't trying to be the best Mario player in the world.
Right, right. Just trying to beat these levels, man. Get somewhere. Yeah.
Facts. So you were like heavy into the video games back when you was in Montreal and stuff, and you were kind of like running that. 64 is mad popular too, but like so you weren't like necessarily up to your own creative passions at that point. It was just like
Oh,
around the regular stuff, you're doing your thing, and then you guys end up moving out to Nova Scotia, where
right.
then so I guess back in Montreal you didn't have a whole lot of music loving friends at that point.
No, that's because we're talking before 2000, right? So before 2000, like I was 9 and younger. So like at those times, no, not really. Like I was into music, but not on that level. I wasn't,
Right.
I never had that thought of making it or anything like that. Like it was just, it was playing, it
Maybe
was
not
on.
making it, but like I've heard everything you can think of, down to like PlayStation rappers is what a whole brand of people. Because there was that one sound recording thing on the play. I've heard the karaoke machine guys,
Yeah,
the stop tape. Like, yo, it's
yeah,
crazy. Because then you just have people who are like, nah, I didn't touch none of that shit till I was a teenager, and then. Like, cause like
right,
so everyone's story is mad different, and for the people that want to know the history of Yoko-Gman, I promise you, they care about the fact that played video games. I mean, you got a
Yeah.
Pokemon poster behind you, which is hard.
Yeah, man, yo, that's what I was really into when I was like real young, man, like pre-K, kindergarten and stuff like that, man. Yeah, Pokemon was my shit. Even Yu-Gi-Oh, trading cards, Beyblades, all that stuff, man,
Yo,
yo.
Beyblades was hard.
Bro,
I never had it, but I was always that's the one where I was like jealous of the kids who had the good. Then you finally get the shitty. I got the shitty plastic one, and then I got murked because everyone at that point had the good metal ones, and you're like,
yeah,
yo, this
yeah,
that
yeah.
was a good era of life, man. That was like
It was.
was one of the last bastions of like physical media. Because even Pokemon, right? Like if
Mhm.
you were part of that initial Pokemon wave, you know all about meeting some random kid you've never met before, finding out they have the starter you need, and then the
Yeah,
next thing you know, you and this kid are like never met this kid before,
yeah,
never gonna see him again,
exactly.
and then you just have this random egg you bred at fucking Pokemon Silver or whatever. That's
That's
a whole
right. That's
vibe.
right. That's it, man. Yo, it was like, if we were into the same thing, you're into Pokemon, yo, you want to battle, you want to trade, you want to do something, man? Like, oh yeah, man. Those were the days, man. Life was simpler, but it was fun. It was fun.
And then you encountered young Jeezy, and it all changed.
Yeah. Young Jeezy, man. Yo, that definitely I don't really hear much from him nowadays, but back then, man, he was definitely one of my favorites, man. Like
I put out Thug Motivation 5 recently, last couple of years.
okay, okay.
Like he's still out there doing his
Okay,
thing.
yeah. I gotta peep
He
back in, man.
he did the verses, Jeezy versus fucking Gucci.
Yeah. I remember that, man. Yeah, that was another one of my favorites too, man. Gucci, man, that he was putting on music like it was no one's business, man. Like mixtape after mixtape, man.
So you like came in and like the Atlanta takeover.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It was during those times, man. And me, especially even as a kid too, just before that point, I really into bass. I really love having a nice big set of old speakers. Just listen to that bass thumping, man. It was just, it was calling me, man. Music was
Right.
calling me then, man. I just didn't really know it at that point, but it was calling me.
And you listening to it. Were you into like dancing?
I'm more into watching it. I don't really have the movement like that. I would
Right,
love
right.
to. I wish I did. I wish, but I like watching it. I know what's good dancing and what's bad dancing. I'm just not the one to do it.
Fair enough. So you get into it. So you hear Young Jeezy, and this makes you want to like start creating hip hop. And do you have a means to create hip hop at that point?
At that point, I was kind of into computers, into building computers and stuff. So, I had my little recording programs and stuff. Also, at a point, I don't remember how old I was, but at a point, I got introduced to this Fruity Loops program way back then, man. And learning how to make beats and stuff like that. So already, little things in life was already
And
kind
this
of
is all
like,
high school.
no, like we're talking elementary.
Okay, so elementary school, you're getting into
Yeah.
Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
This is even
Oh,
before you.
because remember, I'm in Nova Scotia at the time, so we have elementary, then junior high, then high school, right? So high school doesn't start until grade 9.
Right.
So
Right. The rest of the
there's
world is not Quebec.
yeah, yeah, it's a little different, bro. So for me, it was like still like elementary, like and junior high. So it was things were kind of different being a kid even then.
Right. So you're like, at this point where you have access to a computer, you figured out your own way to start making beats and stuff. You're like young, doing this all independent. First of all,
Yeah,
congratulations on pulling off that
thanks.
hustle. Cause like, yeah, I'm a couple years older. Trust, most of us was still not doing that. But like, okay, nowadays them kids be like on point, but like back
Yeah,
then, it was like the ambitious kids was on point like that. So that's respect still.
yeah.
And so what happens when you start making these songs? Like, who are some of your? Are you like pretty much just inspired by this like early trap wave of rappers, or is that what you're rapping about, or are you kind of doing some 13-year-old version of that?
So yeah, at those times, I was doing the 12, 13-year-old version of that. I thought I was spitting bars, but wasn't really. And
Right.
I just wanted to keep writing. I started to get into like being in school, writing like little songs, putting things together, going back on it, reading up on it, and and I just kept doing it. I stuck to it and was just enjoying it more and more.
And were you actually releasing the music?
So when I first started, no, I was just trying to record some things. I obviously I knew it wasn't good enough to really get it out there. I'm cursing, I'm saying, fuck your mom and blah blah blah, like being a kid, right? Saying dumb shit. But then eventually I did get to a point where it was like, yo, I want to make a mixtape. So eventually I did. I learned about Odyssey, started, putting it together, kind of engineering my own things, and I did release it on Reverb Nation way back in the
Shit.
day. Yeah, man.
Reverb Nation.
Yeah. I hope it's not there anymore. It's very cringy stuff, like
Yo, Reverb Nation be keeping the stuff. Like,
man,
I
it could
actually,
it could still be there.
it
I
could
haven't
still
checked
be
in
there.
years.
I mean, what's gonna happen if you log in though is all of a sudden you're the number 3 rapper in Montreal the next week, is you're gonna find out. And we've tested it from multiple accounts, and the charts don't actually show the same shit. It's just an algorithm now. But you remember
Okay.
those fucking Reverb Nation charts and shit that everyone?
Yeah, 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 man. Man, hell of a time, man, back then. Oh my goodness.
No, it's the
Uh,
beginning of like the internet wave of rappers.
yeah,
Cause like there's the mixtape wave of rappers who sold like physical mixtapes and shit. And personally, I never done that ever. I never printed no fucking mixtape and sold it one time. But
right,
that's how a lot of people started. And then all of a sudden, you have this like YouTube era where we're just
right.
throwing shit out like SoundCloud, like Reverb
Yeah,
Nation. I think is where it was Reverb Nation and SoundCloud is where I started releasing shit,
yeah.
right? Like, so I don't remember exactly which one was first, but that was like the pre you could go to DistroKid days and whatnot.
Yeah. I didn't even know DistroKid was around back then, even still, man. Like, I only heard about that maybe about 4 years ago. And that's been a blessing, DistroKid. Yeah, man.
DistroKid's yo, I heard a lot of debates on DistroKid versus TuneCore, but those two guys changed up the game, in my
Okay.
opinion.
I would like
Just
to hear more about TuneCore, definitely, because I
TuneCore
just
is
heard about
just
that very recently.
um you're gonna spend more up front per song, but you spend like once up front per song.
Okay.
And they have like the cheap man version, and then they have like the $50 for a single version. But from what I understand, they do a lot more to push your song to different peoples that you would
Oh,
not get with DistroKid. And
okay.
they have built-in master collection, which is
Hey.
not built into DistroKid. And like there's some other shit going on, but it feels like the people I know who play with TuneCore seem to make more money than the people I know who play with DistroKid.
Interesting.
However, if you're not willing to put like $500 just into distributing, like think about what you just put out, 20 tracks or whatever, $50
Yeah.
per track. I mean, even at an album rate, you're still probably looking at a rack.
Yeah.
So DistroKid is free, or maybe you pay the dollar per song for that extra feature for auto stores. So it's like,
Right.
like
Right.
the cost difference is like really what it comes down to. But you also pay every year for DistroKid.
Yeah. Exactly.
So my
So
man's put it like, if you really believe in your project, why you're not paying that one time now? You know it's gonna come back to you.
right. That's facts. That's facts. I gotta look into it, man, because since the distro kit is how I started, it's what I'm used to, obviously. But it seems
I
to be
use
doing
it
all
too,
right.
bro. I
I
use
just
it
feel
too.
like, yeah, yeah, you gotta get a little bit of promotion in there, though. I agree with they don't really push you, I guess, like other places do. But
I
yeah,
don't know what
it's
the best option is. I'll be honest with you. I just know that DistroKid is definitely the cheapest option, which maybe
okay,
means it's not the best option.
right, okay, okay,
So I don't know what I'm saying 100, but I'd be looking at other people and I'm wondering like, yo, TuneCore is mighty good. And so like clearly there's a reason it's out there. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like it can't be pure trash. Whereas like
right.
CD Baby, or am I thinking about CD Baby or TuneCore? I don't remember. Maybe I'm getting confused. So let's say one of those two, CD Baby or TuneCore, is who I'm talking about, and the other one's trash. So I just want to whatever. But like, whichever one it is, I think it's TuneCore. Maybe I don't know. Either way, you look into the reputation of these sites, and you realize a lot of people just end up at DistroKid simply because it's the cheapest option,
Mm,
not
okay.
necessarily the best option. just the
Okay.
most affordable option. Which, if you're trying to drop like 100 songs this year, yeah, probably go on DistroKid. But when you're
Yeah.
trying to drop like, the forever music, maybe there's
Yeah.
better options type thing.
Okay. I can get behind that.
So
Yeah.
like you basically though started in the Reverb Nation days, and then would you
Yeah.
push that around your school? Like, were you using social
Yeah.
media?
Yeah, I printed, because I had my little computer, right? So I was burning CDs, passing it to the kids at school and stuff, trying to get other people to ride with me and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. A lot of the people that I had around me at the time wanted to do freestyling. And at that time, I was more into freestyling back then as well. Again, looking back, I wasn't as good as I thought I was, but back then I thought I was fucking hot, right? So, yeah, man, I
I'm
just
still
kept it
doing
going.
it.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
don't do
you,
the freestyling anymore though.
why not?
I put so much energy into my writing that I just feel like freestyling is not the best me. I feel like writing is the best me. So I just want to continue doing that.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. I only freestyle because apparently it's a useful skill to have, and
I believe that.
I've
Yeah,
made more money as a rapper off of freestyling live than I have doing my songs live. Because people will pay you to show up and freestyle at different things, and they're not paying you to pull up and do your own songs. So it's like,
right.
what? And
Yeah,
honestly, my last freestyles were really mid, but still, I sent off an invoice and shit. So like,
right, right. Hey, that's it, man.
but
That's
if you
it.
could freestyle, there's a whole bunch of shit in the city. Where it's like actually lit. Where like, like Grove MTL on Wednesdays at Turbo House, where it's like 150 college kids and a whole live band and a
Right,
whole vibe. You just walk up, spit your bars, written or freestyled, and just run your shit.
right, right. You know, man. I don't know, maybe, because there's always different phases in life. Maybe there was a long little period where it was, freestyle was on the back burner. But I love music and I love just the words and the structure, the whole like poetry of it, right? So, I wouldn't be surprised if I really go full throttle with freestyling again. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean it's the way I see it, it's like tools in a toolkit, right? Like
Right,
music's a weird game, and the more you can do as an artist, the easier it is to move forward in the art
right.
lands. So
Being
you're in high
versatile.
school hustling mixtapes,
Yeah.
and are you like performing at variety shows and shit, or is it just like the little freestyle battles in the lunchroom type thing?
Uh, just freestyling, not even at school because the environments and the people I'm around at that time, like it's a lot of selling drugs and shit like that. So kind of wasn't doing it at school because I know that would bring some unwanted attention, you know what I mean? But after school, on the weekends, stuff like that, I'm hanging with the boys and the crowd and we're freestyling, we're talking shit. And also around those times, we're on the grind. So
Right,
uh, that's what was going on.
you're doing your thing,
Right, right, exactly.
and
That's when I
then
was learning about the hustle too, right? So shit was getting real fast.
fair. And so you're moving through these navigate, and this is you as a teenager doing all this
Yeah, yeah, this is like,
in
13,
Nova Scotia,
14,
and you're in
15.
Scotia at this point.
Yeah, yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
And
And by the time I was 15, I left Nova Scotia and came back to Montreal. And by this time, it's like I'm recording myself. I'm really trying to do something with this music, right? So, yeah, that's when I start trying to talk to people who's already doing music down here and see where I can get it, see if I can get in where I can fit in. So,
you're saying still at like 15, you're like pushing all this shit.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
definitely. Yeah, man. It's like ever since when I first started, I was always trying to be on the path and learn what I can learn to get to, where the big guys are at, where the big rappers are at, getting signed and all that stuff, right? Trying to do the steps to try to get there, trying to learn about it, right? Yeah.
So, so like, how do you so you start that, and who do you reach out to first in Montreal when you get back?
So in my family, actually, there's a lot of there's a lot of people that do music. I have cousins. My uncles did a lot of freestyling, and they had connections and stuff too. So, they'd be like, "Yo, nephew, hey, come through. We're doing this and that. We're hanging with this and that person." And I'd go there. We'd be rapping, freestyling, drinking, partying, whatever. And I'd just get to talking with people, man. And they'd be like, "Yo, man, hey, I know this studio you could go to. Hey, I know this guy that would, you might like his music. You might want to do music with him." And basically, I just took those relationships and kind of rolled with it, yeah,
And so, like, at this point, are you like, does your music start to evolve, or are you kind of
definitely,
still running? Because now you're like linking up with more, I guess,
yeah,
not to say proficient, but like people who actually do this rather than
yeah,
the teenage version.
yeah. So basically, from listening to either their music or their projects, I would listen to the differences between myself and them and their stuff and be like, okay, so this is what I should improve on. Should work on my stories, my syllables, the flow, all these different aspects of the music, right? Of the words. And I'd be like, okay, so this is what I need to work on. And the next song, I would try to work on that. The next song, try to do better, try to do better, better, better. Every song that I make, I try my best to do better than the last. But that's all opinionated, right? But that's my goal is to try to make each song better than the last.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think most of us are trying, and sometimes you get stuck with a song that's just perceived as better than everything else you do,
Yeah.
which is, from an ego perspective, it's a blessing and curse, because you're like, but I made all this other shit, and they're like, yeah, yeah, go back to that one joint.
Yeah, man. Sometimes it's disappointing too, man. Sometimes things really happen unexpectedly. Like as an example, a little bit fast forward. I did a song. I was with a group called OTR with King Misery and stuff, and
You were like in OTR proper?
yeah, I was with them, right? We were actually doing it, and I'm still trying to understand the whole way of how it works with labels and being with groups and like because all of this is for the first time, right? So I decided to I lease a beat and I try to ask them, who wants to be on it. I write my little part. I have little ideas for it. I show it to them, and my uncle and King Misery was like, "Yo, man, I'll hop on that." So they both do a freestyle on it, and I just had my quick little written part. Like it wasn't even done. I just had a little something, right? Like an idea, pretty much. And we made the track, and fuck, man, it became a hit, man. You Need Be God. We did a video for it, and at that time it kind of blew up. It blew
Yeah, I
up.
dead ass watched that music video for the first time today.
Yeah, man. That one took the cake, man. That one at that time, man, like about 4 or 5 years ago now, that one it blew up for us. Definitely. I feel like that helped put OTR on the map. Like, don't get me wrong, King Misery is a great artist. What he was doing put himself on the map, but I feel like that really contributed.
Right.
Yeah,
Everyone plays their part in the mission,
yeah,
and every moment contributes. And let's be real, Misery's part of that moment, so it doesn't even take away from him. And
exactly.
I like to think Misery is one of the nicest hook makers in Montreal. Like, bars
Yeah,
aside, like I know for a fact I can't write a better hook than him. I know for a fact in my
okay,
soul that like
okay,
that dude is like up there with that hook game,
yeah,
especially in some like modern pop perspective of it all, right?
right.
Like I can't touch what he does over there. I gotta go on some other shit.
And his growth, like pause, no homo, but his growth has been crazy to watch, to see it in action, because when I first met this guy, he just did like little freestyles, had his little recordings on, like he was basically doing the same thing I was, but I'm older than him, right? So to look at him, be like, watch Youngin doing this, and to hear him, I was like, fuck, man, yo, it's amazing. Like, I want to ride with this kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like I felt like he was doing better than me at the time. And it was like, yo, man, I need to stick around this kid. And I'm glad I did because of him, he helped me get where I am today. I wouldn't have
Mm.
known the people I known, wouldn't have recorded at the places I recorded if it wasn't for him, man. And
So how
yeah,
did
I
you
have
end
so much
up?
respect for this guy.
So how do you end up linking up with OTR? And were you doing a lot before OTR?
So yeah, I was already doing my thing, and I already knew King since for years before he even started OTR, right?
Right.
So it was basically like just from me and him being friends and doing tracks together, we just came to a point where it was like, yo, man, you should join the group. We should do this together. And I decided to, join up with them, and I was with them for a little while until just things didn't things didn't go the way I expected them to, and I had to kind of just separate myself from the situation at that time. Things are different now. If he was willing to be like, "Yo, man, we got to get back into it," I would definitely join back up with him now. But back then, just things, I don't think we were ready for the task we were asking for. You know what I mean? Like being a label and having all these people in. I just think it was a little too big for us at the moment. At that time.
Yeah, I totally empathize with some of the complications that can come into that grind. I'm currently going through my own versions of shit.
Yeah,
Bit
yeah,
off a little more than
it's
I could
tough.
chew recently, and you're like, oh, say what? There are real ass consequences to life when you put yourself into the wrong situations, which are usually of your own accord, right? Like you are the
Right,
one that puts yourself into these moments in your life, full
right.
accountability, but then you're in those moments and you're like, yo, hold on, am I really the right guy to be this guy in this moment? Is this really even what I want to do? Am I enjoying this? Like, I
Yeah,
like this interview shit.
yeah.
This interview shit's been mad blessings in my life. No complications there. Other things I've indulged in, I don't enjoy them the same way.
Right, right. Yeah, man. Sometimes it's the people you're working with. Sometimes it's just the time of the year or the time of the time. Like it's just
Or
sometimes it's
like
just
the roles, right? Like,
yeah,
yo, like, I don't want to be the boss, bro.
yeah,
I don't want to be the boss no more. Like,
yeah,
I thought I did. Bro,
yeah,
no. Let me go be an artist. Somebody come be my boss. Let
yeah,
me go
yeah,
help somebody else. Like I'm
yeah,
done.
yeah. Yeah, because it's something to just be creative, to be your own person, and let somebody deal with the complicated shit, the politics and shit like that, man.
The
Man,
greater
politics and
community.
music is great. Yeah, yeah. Oh man. Because the politics in music is it's next level, man. That's not for me. I'm down to make the music, I'm down to be there, do the shows and stuff like that. But when it comes to placing people here and there, who's paying what and the percent, like, I'll let somebody who really knows what they're doing, somebody who may have went to school for it, handle that.
You know what? I just don't think I have the right attitude for certain parts of this because, like, I be talking a lot and I'm learning that that's terrible ideas. So I maybe need to cool off and rethink everything about life a bit because, like, nah, well, here's my thoughts. Like, it's like, make sure you like what you're doing. Because if you
Yes.
don't like the role you're playing, your attitude is not going to reflect what you want it to be. Like, I was thinking
Right.
about, I started having less fun once I became a concert promoter and got more
Mm,
involved in that side of things. Never enjoyed any of it. Thus, my attitude was crusty. And then, thus, everything gets crusty related to that?
right.
And that's a
Yeah.
me thing, right? But why did you keep doing it? Like, I never had to do it. I could have just not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or, like, I could just stop and then go pursue things I really want to be doing, thus not having a shitty attitude that pisses people off and causes friction in my life that's unnecessary.
Right.
Shit
Right.
like that. Because, like, there is a lot of politics. I don't think anyone can avoid the politics, but it's like if people are going to get mad at me, I'd rather them be mad at me for reasons I like.
Yeah. Okay. Something you could stand behind, really. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just learning the lessons of how to navigate it all and what you want to really do with it all. So I can kind of empathize how in certain situations you pull out and then you come back in and all that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's probably more common than we think because even like I'm sure CY,
Yeah.
CY, you know, very consistent artist, doing a lot, and then he was doing promoting for shows and putting on shows, and I seen him get frustrated really fast to the point where it was like he wasn't even sure if he wanted to continue anymore. I'm glad he still did, but I seen the toll it was putting on him. You know?
It's definitely a lot of things you're not expecting, I think, from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Um, and then, yeah, I would just say it's worth having the right people around you, I guess, if you're going to get into that shit. And, like, part of the politics of it all is I think we confuse friendship with peer. these two
Yeah.
concepts, or at least I've confused these two concepts a lot, and I was sometimes wrong on which group
Mm.
people were in. Peers are like, who you work with, and
Yeah.
friends be like your peoples through thick
Yeah.
and thin. Peers
Yeah.
are like your peoples until it's no longer good to be your peoples, which is like fair, right? Like fair.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we just work together. Like in music,
Right.
a lot of us we all go to these shows, which, let's be real, to all of it, it's work.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's fun, but if you're actually doing it right, you're trying to get Instagram contacts, and it's work. It's not like,
Yeah.
it's not party time. And
Right.
so like
Exactly.
technically we're all characters at work integrating. Like we never even really meet. Like anyway, I'd be going through all kinds of thoughts about
It's facts,
this
though. It's
side of the
facts.
scene.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
easy to get confused, I think, sometimes. Anyway, I just know how I have to play. Like I want to pull back, be an artist again, and not try to be the
Yeah.
man. I want to be the man. Fuck that shit. I'm out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real. I get that. I feel that. I like just being the artist, man, and you know, um, I just want to put on for the city, man. I want to enjoy making music that people enjoy listening to. That's it,
Mm,
man. That's it.
I appreciate that. I mean, I love contributing to the greater culture. I mean, I like this
Yeah.
interview thing because we can capture stories. So like back to your shit. So you're like in high school in Montreal, trying to link up with bigger people, getting connected. At what point do you start like performing and getting kind of involved into the live scene?
So, again, it's all about the people and connections. So, shout out to King Misery again. He knew people who put on shows and could set that up, and he tagged me along. I did the shows, talked to the people myself, and they started to introduce me to do shows. Like my first show was at I believe it's called Crowbar on Crescent, I believe.
Yeah, Crowbar.
That is the spot, man. Like performing
Rest in
there
peace,
was.
Crowbar.
Man, I was a nervous wreck because I'm naturally a shy person, so it really takes a lot for me to go on the stage and really try to perform and stuff. I'm not a dancer or any of that, so I just want to showcase my music, man. So it's like I know I need to do what I need to do to get on that stage and put on. So I'm here, man. I'm ready. I'm doing it.
And you started at Crowbar. That's
Yeah,
lit. Smoke
that's
on
where
the
it
Roof,
started.
Crowbar.
Yeah,
And then at that point, did you perform a lot? Like
yeah.
this is what year? What year was this?
So
If you
we're talking. Oh man, we're talking like about 7 years ago.
so
Um,
like 2016.
16. Yeah, I would actually need to. Man, I smoke a lot of trees. Okay, so with the years and dates, I'm gonna actually have to look. But if I also posted some not interviews, but shows that I did, I posted it on my YouTube channel. There should be
Mm,
dates there. It was done in like the same like couple of days, so that gives a good sense of the year.
right.
Um, um, but yeah, yeah.
So what was
Once I
performing
started
like back
performing,
then?
what was that?
Like what was it like performing back then? Because this is pre-COVID. It's a different energy.
Yeah,
Social media is not exactly the same. It's a whole different vibe. So yeah.
I, I'd say it's it was nerve-wracking, like I was, just shy to be on stage, I felt out of my element, but the support at that time was great. The feedback I was getting, people were really like encouraging me, yo, keep doing this, man. It was awesome. Keep doing it, and I'm just sticking to it, man. I'll
So for
keep
you,
doing
it's like a shy thing. Like you don't look
it.
forward to this shit, or like do you look forward to it?
I do. I want to put on, I want people to hear my music. I want people to
But like if you
recognize
could
me.
just have people listen to your music and like skip the rapping live part, and now your shit's just popping and you ain't got to do the live performing. Is that like the perfect world for you?
I don't want to admit that, but it would be. It would
That's
be,
wild to hear, because like
you
I'm the
know.
opposite. To me, that live shit's like drugs, bro. Like I have said it before. I'm like, yo, if I had to pick between sex and rapping live, not an easy choice for me. It would depend on a lot of factors on both sides, but like it wouldn't be a clean cut. Like there's a
Right,
winner depending, because yo,
right,
that live shit's fire. So you're
right.
like, nah, B. I don't want none of that. Just let me get
No, I
famous.
wouldn't say nah, none of that. It's hard, you know. It's that's the most challenge thing for me, you know. It's just because naturally I'm conserved and closed and you know what I mean. So to be out and outspoken and to share all of this and to you know that's out of my element. Like even online and social media, I'm not one to be all up on it talking about what's going on. Even though in my head it's like, yo, you should be. That's what the people want. But me personally, that's not really what I want. You know, it's like you
Is
know
there like a way to do it, like in the middle, like take blogging or vlogging or something like that, where you could kind of meet people halfway,
I'm
control it
just
a little bit?
thinking the way I'm thinking in my head is just I'm gonna get more comfortable. I'm gonna get more used to this, you know, because at first, especially with putting on shows and stuff, I was real like a real nervous wreck. But now it's like, yo, I'll get on that stage, no problem. You know, I don't even need to drink before I get on the stage now. Now I can just go on and put on, you know. So I feel like it's just doing it, continuously doing it, getting used to it, and I think things will be all right as long as I keep to it, you know.
I mean, for sure. Ultimately, like, practice is the
Right.
biggest indicator of your abilities to like run it. The
Yeah.
more you practice, better it gets. Do you practice your shit ahead of time before you perform?
Yeah, yeah, definitely do. I try to take all of this as serious as I can, you know. I try to it's just I wish that I did a little more rehearsal when I was doing shows with other people, but when I do it for myself, especially now when I'm doing solos and stuff, yeah, man, I practice at home. I practice my shit all the time, you know. Yeah, man, I don't want to make a fool of myself, man, and I want to really put on I want to put on for people, you know.
No, I totally appreciate that. What does put on mean to you?
So like entertain, you know. I want other people to have a good time. That's, you know,
So you want to make
so
sure that when your name is present, other people are having a good time listening to your shit.
that's right. That's right. That it's a good vibe. That it's you know, we're having a fun night, man. Yo, this is it, you know, like, yeah, man. That's
So
what I
like when
want.
you're running these group performances back in the day, what was it like? So you guys would ahead of time plan out your sets and then come through at these clubs, or
Sometimes, you know, we would just be like, okay, what songs are we doing? We would play them, you know, while drinking ahead of time, whatever. When we like years ago, we didn't really do much rehearsal, but more recently, we would do rehearsals and like, you know what I mean, kind of have our stage placement and stuff like that. Do a little bit more professional, you know. Um, but it would be more just like, yo, when I'm on the stage and I'm doing this part, yo, this is like kind of queuing people up, you know. When I'm doing this, y'all do this, you know what I mean? Kind of have everyone have the song and the lyrics kind of in their head, you know.
right?
Not looking like zombies up there, looking like, you know, like hyping it up, you know, because if we're not hype, how do we expect other people to get hype, right? So,
That's a fact. I don't know. I never really did the posse thing. I didn't have a
mm,
lot of like posse coming into this. So like back in the day when I started, it was just me by
right. And
myself
I
on a
and
stage.
starting real young, it was like that, and then moving on to being in a group, it was strange. It really was just for that same fact. And then coming back to just being myself, it's like you know, I kind of like just being myself, you know.
What about the hype man?
It's nice having a hype man, but I need to be my own hype man too. You know, it's like you know, because it's my music. I want them hyped up. So you know, if you want it done right, you gotta do it yourself. You know,
I'm like 50-50 on that, just cause like yeah, I felt that way, and then you get the right hype man
right,
on the right shit, and then all of a sudden you watch the footage after, and you're like,
yeah,
hold on, I
yeah,
never
yeah,
accomplished what this man is
yeah,
doing
yeah.
while I'm too focused on rapping this fucking song.
You know? Do you know Ducks? Robert Dunkley?
Yes.
That's the hype man right there, man. A lot of my videos, a lot of my shows, this guy's on stage, wilding out, doing all that. Man, he is an asset to my team, man. He is an asset, man. I'm telling you. He knows how to hype shit up. I'm telling
And
you.
it's like it's important shit, I guess, cause like I'm not saying 30. I don't know. I'm mixed on having like a lot of people on stage. When it's done right, it's a beautiful thing. When it's done
Right.
wrong, it's like an interesting thing
Hmm.
at best.
Yeah.
But like having a 1-2 hype man, like even like all the greats, like Eminem, like everybody had the hype man. You
Yeah.
know, just like a dynamic duo of sorts. You and your man's up on
Right.
stage, and then you
That's
can
right.
breathe right. You know, not have to
Yeah, that's a big
kill
thing,
yourself.
man.
Cause you're like, I don't know. When you think about hour-long sets, it's like who are you trying to impress? You know, like
Yeah.
let's make sure the show goes good. Like, yo, like, do we really want Britney Spears to be singing, or do we want that whole presentation to run right? Like, what are our priorities
Exactly.
here? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Right. Right. I agree with that.
So like, you've been making music. I checked your YouTube. It was like 5 years ago. Y'all did that show, so 2018
Okay.
ish. And you did a lot of. Did you do a lot of performing before those shows, like on your own?
Yeah, yeah. Well, on my own, no. Like I would say to date, I probably been on stage, I would say about like 80 to 90 times within those like
Bro, that's a good
five,
chunk.
6 years, right? So like been on there, been around, been to Ontario, opened up for Mad Child. Uh man, I did so much, especially with OTR, man, and running around, man. I did quite a bit actually. Did a lot of performing.
Hold up. So you've not only performed because yeah, that's actually a lot, like relative to a lot of people's performing numbers. Just
Yeah.
doing like 100 shows even is like, yo, either because when you start, usually it's like what you're lucky to get like once a month
Yeah. Yeah,
if you're lucky.
exactly.
So then if you think about that, it's like 12 to 15 a year if you're lucky at first.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you have to hustle it and figure out your ways to get booked more. Um, so like you also not only perform here but left Montreal already.
Yeah. I went to
Yo, so
Ottawa. Uh, I did a show in Ottawa and another place in Ontario. Oh man, I don't want to say any names just in case I butcher it, but I two places in Ontario. One of them was Ottawa. Yeah.
what's it like leaving Montreal in your opinion? Like the whole traveling
Well,
show.
Montreal is my city, so I want to say that Montreal is better, but I can't totally say that, man. I feel like when I went to Ontario and went to these other places and stuff, they sh their energy was just different. It was like they seemed a little over the top, like I want to say over the top, but it wasn't really over the top. It was just noticeably more supportive. That's how I'm gonna say it. You know, it was noticeably more supportive. Like they really came up to you and was like, "Yo, man, yo, dope shit. Yo, let me get your info. I'm following you right now, like type of thing. You know, like I never really had it like that here in Montreal. I had some people be like, "Dope set, handshake," and that's it, right? But out there, they seem like they wanted to get to know you. You know, like they wanted to take it next level. Yeah.
Do you think part of that is because you're the Montreal guy out there?
It's possible just because you're from a different, a different place, right?
Because like you're not part of the scene, you're like fresh blood. Then you come in and like, my theory is nobody travels for music unless they feel like their shit's gonna slap somewhere else.
Right.
So
Right.
like, cause like I started doing these Freddie Fame shows in Toronto and shit, and it was like, with no disrespect to like anybody implied, but like the people that were local were a very different demographic in terms of skill and tenure than the people that traveled in.
Mm,
Just because of where we're all at, right? Like to
right.
me, like the equivalent show in Montreal wouldn't have the same value to me because we all set up in Montreal, whereas in another city it's different. So I think what ends up happening in some of these environments is the out of town guys tend to be like dope, but whereas your version is in the next city performing,
Yeah.
right? Like so it
Yeah.
creates this vibe
Yeah.
of where like out of town people just end up feeling more talented and more interesting. Plus we probably don't sound the same as the local scenes
Right.
anywhere we go.
So it's a little more interesting, right? When you hear a different sound. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
Like even when the Toronto and Ottawa guys pull up here, I feel like I'm more intrigued.
Yeah, definitely. I am too. I want to hear what they got. I want to see what they're bringing over here, And yeah, man, and a lot of the times it's impressive, man. I feel like Toronto's doing it, but they've been doing it. It's Montreal's time, man. I want Montreal, I want to hear those words like, "Yo, have you heard those Montreal rappers or Montreal style or something like that?" Like, I don't really hear that, but I really want to.
I mean, it's happening with Keb rap,
With who?
with the Keb rap, Quebec rap, Keb rap. I don't know how you
Oh,
say it.
okay, okay, okay. So I'm guessing that's like what, like franglais or
Nah,
what?
it's that French scene, that other parallel scene that runs in tandem to our scene. Like yo,
Okay.
The Quebec hip hop scene has gotten to a point where I don't remember which one it was, but one of them homeboys sold out Place Belle 2 days in a row. Like Place Belle's like 12,000 people. Like
Okay.
it's not Bell Center, but it's pretty fucking close. Like that's not easy. So
That's
like,
what's up.
and you got to keep in mind what makes the Quebec scene special is there's only 8 million motherfuckers in Quebec.
Right.
So if
Right.
a man gets 1 million views on a video in Quebec, you're like, shit, that's like 1 in 8 motherfuckers in this province clicked on that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn.
Maybe a
That's
little less or whatever, but like,
right. Right. Right.
so like the French side be doing numbers, but they're like I don't want to be that they get grants guy because I just know most of us don't apply for grants. So like we can't even talk about if we could get grants because none of us do it. So
Right.
who are we fooling? But I do think that the Quebec side of the scene has more opportunities to bust out around Quebec because they do speak French and they do put that effort in and like they're willing to like travel to Sherbrooke and Drummondville and like play the
Yeah.
game, and so there is labels that understand. So there's more labels in media, I'll give them that, but also like, bro, like I started an interview show here. Even if like I slowed it down a bit lately, it's partly because like, yo, who's watching it? You know,
Yeah.
like I put out 174 of these on this show. I just dropped it like an episode with General Steele of Smith and Wesson, and that shit didn't even break 100 views yet. So like, ain't nobody watching it, and it makes
Right.
it like if we want that, and it doesn't have to be my show. Like this isn't like I'm past the point where this is like a grab. Like fuck it, go boost up Hustle podcast. They look prettier than me anyway. So what I'm
Mm.
saying, like, but like, who's the champion that we're all tuning into every week and making that like platform and shit? The French people got that, you know. There's the Kevin Calixi Kiki dude with Rap Politique.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's fucking J7 and the Ons Media or whatever, and like
Okay.
they pull like 5 figures on a podcast and views regularly. So like there's an interest in the scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know
Oh
how to
man.
fully replicate that on the English side, but we also have to like recognize that what like we're 1 in 8 people here speak English, so like there's a lot less of us, and if we're so focused on Americans and shit, like
Yeah.
it makes it more complicated to build
Yeah.
up the ecosystem that surrounds it. So
Right.
not anyway. So like what I think is more of us need to play more of these media roles, like Yoko-Gman's song of the week. And
Yeah.
you bump out like Montreal people.
Right, right. And 514 Online Mix was doing something like that for a little bit. I was really appreciating their work, man. I don't really know where they're at now, but I know that they were making moves, man. They were making noise.
I know they just did an event. Like they
Okay.
just held one down. I think I was out of the city for it or something, so I wasn't able to attend. Chris went though, I think, and like they just did a concert. I know I've seen them at events and they do
Right.
recaps of events, but I know they had the radio for a while where like they
Yeah.
were just running that.
That
Otherwise,
was
nah.
hype. Is it still going? It's been a while since I tuned in. I'm not sure, but
I don't know. Let's go check.
yeah,
I'll
man,
go.
because like I feel like that type of platform was really helping to put Montreal on the map, man. Like I'm not saying it's not on the map, but I feel like it's helping to reach new ears, reach the new generation, like that's what I feel like that's gonna help because I just want to see more Montreal in the world, man. That's it, man. I just want to see more.
Well, they definitely seem to be doing shit. They got a whole
Yeah,
bunch of recent coverage of events, so definitely they out there. I don't know if the radio's still running, but their site is active and they be doing a
yeah.
whole bunch of shit. So shout out 514 Online Mix. They be
Yeah,
really
shout
doing
out
it.
to them, man. I hope they're still doing it, man. Like,
But
fuck.
DMS is also worth giving that like credibility for it. Like
Yeah,
I know a lot of
yeah,
artists feel a lot of way about promotion and whatever, but
yeah.
Feezy really be like creating a platform. Like I paid for DMS for the first time to go on his radio, and it's like, yo, you get a 30-minute on-air radio interview. Like, hold up, that's not like valueless, bro. Like that's not like
Yeah.
you're paying for nothing. You're
Right,
like,
right, right. Yeah, that because I know that is a lot of, especially newer artists and stuff. Myself at a point too, like I was kind of sour with the whole paying for this, paying for that, paying for. But real talk, if you really want to do something, you got to pay that price, man. You got to put that hustle, that grind, and you got to pay. Like everyone's trying to get their bread too, So if you got to pay $100 to do an interview or a magazine or something, you should do it.
not necessarily everyone like have some
Right.
like I guess judgment with it, but we all know that in this city, DMS is like a brand that will put
Yeah.
eyes on you. I literally don't know how many views the interview has, like the one that I did with them, but
Yeah.
I saw how long it was on air, and that very quickly after they released it, and then at least somebody watched it, somebody commented on it, and it was like, yo, actually, this piece of content's pretty fire, and in the
Mhm.
future, I can go chop that shit up whenever I want and use that footage, and
Mhm.
like even this episode, right? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter how many people I think watch it in the immediacy. It's
Yeah.
content that forever and ever you can use for whatever and ever promo you want to use.
Right. Right.
But it would be also fire if like 200 people pulled up to watch it every time.
It's true. That's true. That's facts, man. I'm
um,
appreciative of it all, man. That's for sure. I'm
uh,
doing this for the city, man. That's for real. That's for real.
yeah, I don't know who the city wants though. That's another whole side of it. Like the city has to pick people, like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be me. Cool, don't pick me. I'm
Right.
good.
Right.
But like,
That's
who are
true.
we picking? Who's the media
Right.
platform we fuck with on the English side of the city?
Well, if I had to pick somebody that's not myself, well, fuck, just one person would be hard, but I would definitely have to shout out to King Misery, man. Just because I like what he's doing, man. I like the work that he's put, and his music's fire, man. It's I can listen to that shit all day, man. Like, yo, keep it coming.
But like, beyond like the music side, there's
Yeah.
the vlogger guys. Like that Spaceville Hi-Fi kid just popped out, and he's just trying to capture all the moments that are happening and reshare it all from this. Like that kind of shit. Like Six
That's
Buzz.
dope.
Six Buzz is probably what Montreal needs. I mean, people
Yeah.
have very mixed feelings about Six Buzz. Fine. But you can't deny the fact that Six Buzz got 60,000 fucking thread followers on day one, whereas I
Ooh.
got 100 on day one.
Jeez. Okay. Hat off.
Like, even if you got bots, bro, that's a flex. 60,000
Yeah.
on day one. I was like,
Day
shit, eh?
one.
And then people were already talking shit about Six Buzz, and then Six Buzz is caught up in culture, did that shit with Top 5, where he was involved in releasing a video from Top 5 in jail. And, like, that's none of my business, but that's a cultural involvement where, like,
Yeah.
that media platform create something bigger. And again, I don't know if I'm the dude for that shit. I'm good for this long form content shit,
Mm.
like,
Yeah.
but like, where is the people that are playing the auxiliary roles? Because
Yeah.
like we all could be artists, but when everyone wants to do the next thing, like somebody got to become more. We need more journalistic perceptions and proof that the shit's like dopeness. Like you go to parties
Yeah.
and then who's filming?
Right, right. Yeah, man. We need more people out there, man. For real.
I know. Well, we also got to be out there. That's why you got to be on your social media game more.
Yeah, man. I know. I know. I'm working on it, man. I guess for a long time, man, especially this project I just released, it took me like 3 to 4 years to work on this one. And like the whole time I wanted to do this, wanted to do that, but I just had this mentality stuck in my head where it's like, I want something done to show for. I wanted, so when people came to come look at my thing, I got something ready for them. So I was quiet. I was gone. I was missing for a while. Now
So
that
you
it's
spent like
out,
4 years working on that project.
yeah, man. Yeah, I did drop some things in between, but this project itself, from start to finish, 4 years, man.
That's
Yeah,
wild. So like that
yeah,
was you
man.
started this before COVID kicked in.
Yeah, man. And that's kind of what also made it take as long as it did too. Getting studio time, man. It was hard during COVID. It was brutal. My studio guy, he has kids, and his studio is like he doesn't have it off site. It's in his basement at his house, right? So like,
You go in through the alley.
yeah, man, like, yeah, man. You can't.
Shout out Sky, yo. Sky be doing
Yeah,
cool shit.
shout out to Sky Beats, man. It sucks from an art. For me, it sucked. Like because I wanted to make music, I wanted to be creative, I wanted to do stuff, but he had to take care of his business, man. So I had to respect that. He's one of the homies, man. So he had to take his
For
time that
the
he needed until he was ready.
basically Sky Beats spent like 2.5 years saying fuck all of you. None of you are coming to my crib. I'll deal with you by email, and that's it. And he
It
was
was
good.
Yeah, in a lack of better words, yeah.
I mean, like, I had multiple people on my show complaining about Sky Beats over that period, but I don't know. I sent him in my emails, and he
Yeah,
sent me back fire mixes, and I'm like, I like you, Sky Beats.
yeah.
And he's like, I don't know, like, I got my favorite dude to ever work with was my man Matt, but he be busy making real money in music now. Like, I don't know if you ever had a situation where dudes start, like, he gets paid to go on tour to be a drummer. I'm like, yo, like, I can't compete with that. The friend
That's
rate
tough.
ain't that shit. So
That's
he be
tough.
getting paid to live the dream. So he ain't
Yeah,
around no more like that. And then, Sky is like dope with it though. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like at Sky Beats' price point,
yeah,
yo, you were not
yeah.
getting quality at that price point.
Yeah, that's why I had to wait. I had to wait. I tried going seeing a 1-2 person, but no one does it like Sky, man. It was on point, man. I love his engineering, man. He knows what he's doing.
Do you ever try recording at home?
Um, I don't have a good enough mic, but when I do, I will try because I do want to. I want to learn a little bit more. I love learning shit just in the first place. I'm a real nerd, but if I need a mic, I need a mic.
That's fair. I mean, mics are acquirable. I find like personally in this era, my utopia is to like record here.
Hmm.
I'm on a little mic here,
Yeah.
and then give it to the engineer via
Yeah.
the email, and
That's
then
good.
I can spend 6 hours
Yeah.
if I want fucking doing terrible shit that I shouldn't do in the studio at a per hour rate.
Yeah.
Cause that's where like I don't know, how do you go about that shit then? So if you're going to the studio, do you like practice everything ahead of time? Like do you record some kind of scratches at home?
So, and I've gotten props for this too. Like I practice everything at home hundreds of times before I step into the booth. Like I've went over those words so many times, man. I don't even need it to record it. Like I don't even need to have it up there while I'm doing it. It's in my head at that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, I try my best not to like write something, go to the studio the next day. Like it's just because I really want to know. I really want to put my all into it, and you can't put your all in a couple of seconds. You know what I mean? Like you know, you got to go over it. Well, actually, that's just for me because there's some people that I know that their freestyles are so on point. It's like, yo, where did that just come from? Did you just reach that from God? Like, where did it just come from? Like so. That's just my way. I'm saying.
Oh, that's totally fair. Cause I was curious, cause like like that's kind of why I moved to home is cause like I wasn't that disciplined. Like I never
Mm,
showed up without the song written and shit. But like at a certain point, you're like, hold up, I just did like 20 minutes on one verse. That's
mm,
not efficient. And I wasn't practicing at home like that because I was dumb, to be
yeah,
honest. And then I got to like this home setup where I'm like, I can just do the whole process here now.
yeah.
And that actually stopped me. Okay, so I used to memorize shit more back in the day, to be honest. Like, I tried harder to memorize before I'd walk in, but like, now I just do it here and I don't even fucking memorize shit. That's
Okay,
really what changed with
okay,
working at home.
okay.
So you'd be like memorizing the whole thing, everything, walking in, no notes, like one
Yeah,
taking this shit.
yeah. Pretty much one taken. Yeah, but most of the time, like I can do one takes. I do one takes, but for the majority, I don't. I'm a big smoker. I don't got the lung capacity to be spitting all these syllables and stuff all one take. So I do punch-ins.
Mm,
But basically it's one take. I don't need to like I don't spend that much time spitting my first draft for the my recording. Like I can sometimes get away with like 2 songs, almost 3 songs in an hour.
yeah, that's serious. And
Yeah.
then, so like, basically Sky slowed you down and then you picked it up when Sky opened up again, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
But in all love to Sky, you tried out other people and it just wasn't the same, so you went back to
Yeah,
Sky.
nah, it just I don't know if you want to say it's because I was too used to a certain sound or not, but it's just the final mix just it didn't sound like it just didn't sound the way I wanted it to, and I didn't know how to describe it or to articulate it to them to do the same thing, right? And I know
Mm,
engineers don't crosstalk like that. Like I can't be like, yo, talk to this guy, he'll tell you what he did. Like I know you can't do it like that, right? So
some
it's
of them
just
do.
some of them do, but it just it also it sounds a little rude. So it's like I
Yeah,
just
talk.
tried my best to try to explain it, see how far, how good we could get it, and if it just didn't reach it, it didn't reach it. Just send me my waves. I sent it to Sky. He did the final draft. That's it. Like that's it, man.
Fair. I can see how I go, but you tried. You tried.
Yeah, I tried.
I mean, all the engineers do have their own like sound. It's like the signature of how they
Yeah,
do with it. It's not
yeah,
like engineers be like, okay, we're all gonna end up with the same. Nah, like they all use different. Every time you actually pay attention, each engineer is using different apps,
yeah,
different things. They
yeah.
all do it their own ways that they've learned from their own past, and it's not
Exactly.
really a better or worse thing. It's like a
It's just
preference
different.
thing.
Yeah,
And
it's
then some
different.
people are making underground as fuck shit, and some people are trying to get you placements.
Yeah, man. That commercial shit, man. Yeah.
This guy gave me
Um.
a big ass lecture about my song not being commercial enough and how to do it better next time.
Oh yeah. Shoot.
He's like, bro,
Okay.
you're playing outside your genre. Let me give you some advice, son. When you're doing these EDM joints and shit, you want to take your core phrase and then let it loop for a good 4 bars, because that's what I'm telling you, do this shit. And I'm like, fair enough, Sky Beats. We'll make
Okay.
2 versions of the fucking song.
Right. But the thing is that at least everything he's saying it's from love, man. He's really trying to, he's not saying it. He's not telling you bullshit. That's it. He's really trying to help.
So
Oh
you made
yeah,
this whole album now, and you
yeah.
dropped it like 3 weeks ago and shit. So
Yeah.
how do you like foresee yourself promoting this? Like, what? How do you want to like tackle the next like few months of this?
So, a lot of videos because I am video lacking. Um, uh, Videos, visuals, people want to see that. I'm gonna be doing a little bit more, social media, doing little videos with my songs in the background. Um, don't really know really how else to really promote it, really, like that's not something I really have. I don't really know too many people in the industry of promoting. So I'm just trying my best with the tools I got right now, but I'm
High key,
hoping that
everyone's
changes.
just copying the same fucking TikTok shits. Like, I don't mean that like like social media marketing is like, go look at what other people do and then figure out what you can produce, and then at the end of the day, what works.
Yeah.
What like, you can't even like fully predict it. It might be that your personality type is drawn toward, and maybe like in your case, and this sounds crazy, but maybe it's learning to dance on TikTok that does it all for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Maybe.
and then you're like, are you fucking kidding me? This, and then like, what are you gonna do? That's what the TikTok. Apparently, I look like Chum Lee from Pawn Stars, according to TikTok. So anytime they think I look like Chum Lee from Pawn Stars, I get more views on the video, and I'm like, should I be
Man,
playing to this?
should you be
should,
rolling like yeah, like oh man.
should I make like
Okay.
comparisons between me and Chum Lee and see what happens?
Right. Well,
And
I'm
like,
I'm hoping that I can get a little bit more feedback. I would like to know what people would want to see from me, because I'm not really sure. I'm not like I like brainstorming. I like to hear some ideas. You know what I mean? I'm open to seeing what's out there. You know.
you ever go on a live and ask them?
No, I haven't, and I should. I should do that. Go on a live and just talk to the people, man, and just be like, "Yo, you guys want to see?" Yeah, for real.
Man, that's definitely like what it's easier if like you're trying to reach your people. If you go, and then if nobody pulls up on the live, it is what it is. But then you make the reel. Yo, what kind of content you want to see on me? Let me know. And then
Right.
while you're waiting for people to tell you shit, throw shit at the wall. Like, I mean, you can figure out like 100 ways. Like, you can go yo, this is my favorite song, and play something song. Or you could do like the behind the scenes of my songs and break down bars. Like
Right,
there's just
right,
so many
right.
like, or you could do that shit where like you pretend you're recording yourself in the studio and you make a whole ass skit out of it where you as the engineer nod your head to yourself. I'm like they just do all this shit and
Yeah,
then
I've seen
maybe
those. Yeah,
and I
that's
look at
cool.
them all and I'm like, should I be doing that?
Yeah.
Should I be doing that? And then I don't. And maybe I should be doing that. And that's
Yeah,
the thing.
maybe I should be. Yeah, I should be doing a whole lot more, man. That's it's definitely this is the year, man. This is the year. It's summertime. I'm gonna be doing it. Definitely. Definitely. Starting with the videos for sure, because that's I know visuals is something I've definitely been lacking over the years and you know, I really want more visuals just to have in my catalog, you know?
What is it like when you think about visuals? Is it like what's your dream video like?
I'd like to get to a point where I have a full-on scripted video where it's like almost like a movie, you know? I'd like to get to that point. Right now, that's not really what I want right now. I just kind of want just regular art style visuals, like I don't really know how to describe it, but like, you know, kind of like looking at the city's views and you know what I mean? Just looking at the background more. I want to kind of more just catching the scenery and the vibes right now. And then maybe in like 2 or 3 videos, we'll start to get on that telling like video movie style. You know what I mean? Like words, real scripted, like, you know what I mean? Lights, camera, action shit, you know?
And would you produce these yourself?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think I would write it and everything.
Like
Everything.
film it, like handle all that shit?
Yeah.
Do you have like experience with the camera?
I do, but I think I would either collab with somebody because whoever's gonna shoot my next videos coming up, I'll either collab with them. Um, well, you know, I'm not there yet, so we'll see, but that's the goal.
Right, right.
I'll collab with someone I've already worked with. Yeah.
And then yeah, it's dope stills. And then as far as live performing goes, you're gonna be performing a lot more throughout the city.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just so I don't have any shows coming up right now, but that could change by next week. I'm just kind of this month has kind of been booked with the videos, but after that, I'm available for shows every weekend. I'm making my calls. I already got my people ready who I'm calling, and yeah, I should be performing for the rest until winter. So
And how's
like
the
rest of summer till winter at least.
and do you have the merch and stuff ready to go?
Merch. So I got some stuff for myself to wear, but I don't really know. I'm in works of designing stuff that I want to give to everyone that I want to like to have like on a website that people could buy all the time. Yeah, so I'm working on those designs right now. Should be done probably by September, and then in September I'll have something to show, and things should be rolling by then.
Right. So you're really like setting up all the pieces to get like
Yeah,
your shit rolling by the end of the year. Are you
yeah.
gonna be looking into the whole festival games and like getting the EPK stuff already?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Maybe not. Maybe not before the end of this year, but probably the beginning of next. Yeah.
Right. And so like when it comes down to like making music, so you just dropped this album, are you still like in the vibe to go create more or have you kinda like slowed down to focus on promotion now?
So a little bit of both. So for my own project solo, right now, no, I'm putting all of my focus into promoting this one. But I did start working on a collaboration project with J-Mine, the one now, the person who I just did the video with there.
Right.
And yeah, we're gonna be coming out with our own project, just me and him, and that's the next goal coming out. So
So you're gonna stay busy with that.
yeah.
Um and who are some of the people that inspire you these days? Like when you're in your creative zone, like walk us through a bit how you like get through the song process.
So I listen to a lot of I don't know if you've heard, he's kind of a small artist, but Jody Breeze, someone I listen to a lot. A lot of people don't know about him, but like he just has something about his flow and storytelling that just like not that I want to like imitate, but like I want to base my stuff kind of off of that, and I just want to keep going with my storytelling and just advance and get better with it. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I still feel like I haven't reached my peak. Like still feel like I could become better than what I've done so far. Definitely.
So like, who would you be saying, or like who you're trying to emulate, or what you're trying, like, what would be that peak? What does it look like to you?
What does it look like? Ooh, I can't really say because I don't really know. I feel like it looks different for a lot of people, right? Like I feel like, and I don't even really know, like even all the other big artists and stuff. Like I'm not really big with the social media, so I'm not even really watching what they're doing and stuff like that and what's going on with them. So I don't really know what that would look like. I just know that um I want to make it higher than where I am right now, and I want to get to a point where, I'm living comfortably off the music and where I know for a fact that there's like a feedback, a back and forth, a dialogue between me and the fans, like that I know like people's like, yo, this last project was this, it's missing this, we want to see more of this. I just kind of want more of that because I want to be creative with the music. I want to keep doing something sort of different, right? I don't want to just do one thing or be stuck to one genre
Right.
even. Yeah.
What other genres would you explore?
I want to lean into the pop music, you know what I mean? Maybe a 1-2 country, a 1-2 reggae, like um I
Country,
feel like
eh?
I can do a 1-2. I don't want to become just an artist like that, but I want to have a couple songs that is that style that maybe the people who are actually into that might enjoy.
Yeah, that's pretty open minded. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like, country song. I don't want no country song.
Yeah,
But
man.
yo,
I didn't think so until I seen a couple African American country singers, and I was like, "What? Okay, so people are all right with this. I might try one. Just a 1-2. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. You'll never see it again. But if it's good, you might see a couple, man. Who knows,
the
man?
country's on the
Music's
come up right now, for real though. Like
yeah, man.
country's
Yeah, man.
big.
Why not? But like country with a little bit of like, I guess more like new age kind of like pop to it, like a nice, you know. It's
Like
not gonna feel
country,
like old
country with
country.
the trap beat.
Yeah, you know what I mean? With a little bit of swag to it, a little bit of style to it. Yeah,
That's
definitely.
that's lit. And you just like,
Yeah.
so you like want to go that like more stadium, more accessible route.
Yeah.
What about video games? You still play video games?
I fucking can't stop.
What about like from a legitimate sense, like if you're trying to build like the audience of people, what about like streaming out your video gaming? Like I know it sounds wild, but
No,
like Chris Chrome and I
I
fucked with Fallout 76 here and there.
I am totally down with that, man. I literally built my own computer from scratch myself. Um, I'm ready for the streaming thing. It's just finding the time, because having eggs in all these different baskets, eventually you start to run out of time to do things, right? And it's like, I would love to do this. If I knew for a fact that people wanted to see this, I would allocate more time to it. You know what I mean?
I
Um,
mean,
I'm ready. I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to game and stream my stuff but it's just
I know there's
I'm gonna have to
markets
take some
for
time
like
now.
music creation,
Yeah.
like because I was fucking with that for a minute. I'm probably gonna fuck with it again. I found this whole strange beat making app that looks like a video game, and I'm like, I want to
Oh
stream that
shit.
shit. But like
Okay.
one time, and this only happened one time, somebody came on Twitch while I was recording music and tipped me $60, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? I never got paid to record before. That's the opposite of what happens normally.
Yeah.
So like I know like usually when I raid out on Twitch, because you know how Twitch has the whole rating system. So like
Yeah.
I'll go to like loopers and music people who are just like constantly more on the freestyle jamming side of things. So it's less songwriters, but
Right.
you still see a lot of beat makers making beats, crewing like or like experienced or even inexperienced musicians. Like I'm a rapper. Let me give you feedback. Other rappers. So it
Okay.
creates like
Okay.
these community shows, and then you tie into the community because it's not like inherently nobody want to see anyone do anything, right? So like we just
Right.
have to be like, what do we want to do, and then pursue that. So like if you already gonna game, and then you
Yeah.
just maybe take Sundays from 7 to 9, and that's your little gaming time. Even if
Okay.
it's small scale at first, like you dabble, you dibble. As long as you're
Right.
consistent and you do
Yeah.
the same 2 hours every week, I promise you're gonna find at least a couple of people that fuck with it.
Right. Yeah, you know, I should, yeah, man, because I've been thinking about that for a long time, man.
Like
I
even
got everything
Misery does
ready.
that shit.
Yeah, with his UFC and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
I was there that day he got the glitch. I happened to be on his stream that day. He glitched to like 15,000 followers in his stream or whatever. I was watching that
Oh
happen in real
shit.
time.
Okay, okay.
So
Fuck,
like,
man. Yeah, man.
but yeah, like I don't know. I like to stream because it's like the right. I don't know. Like, cause you're here and I was doing
Right.
shit anyway. Like
Mm,
I was playing Cyberpunk 2077 with my dude.
right.
Pretty much the whole campaign I streamed. Like I played a solo run first, but like with him, like every Sunday, and then you can do shit like, yo, let's talk about the song I just recorded in the middle of your
Okay.
fucking stream and shit, and you can
Right.
like integrate your music
Right.
and shit into like the stream, so that's as far as you want it, or you can get them with the video games and then throw a second stream where you bump the album, or you do a stream from the studio now, because the same Twitch account, you can just fucking
Yeah.
on your phone and you're fucking live.
Facts. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, man. Yeah, I should do that. I should do that. I was playing a game called Destiny 2. I was stuck on Destiny for like 8 years, man. And
Huge
I feel
community.
like it was kind of a hard game to like integrate music with a shooting game. Like I can't really see art like music and like Call of Duty style type game. But now that I don't really play that so much, I've been playing random games like No Man's Sky and Minecraft and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like I like those laid back simulation games or whatever like that. You know, you can do kind of two things at the same time. So I think I could do it like that. I could be
Yo, is
playing
No
some
Man's Sky
Minecraft
good
builds.
now?
No, yo, there's so much stuff to that game, man. I like it. I like it. You know what I mean? Like,
Like I know I've seen how like apparently like it was super trash and then they redid the whole game and now it's super okay. That's
yeah,
how like the internet's like it's okay.
yeah. No, well, the game came out. It was bare bones of what they promised.
Right.
Um, You know, they came up with a 1.2 update. The game became okay. And then it just kind of got slightly better and better. And today, it's a great game. It's a full on, it has a lot of stuff that you wouldn't expect, you know? And
Like what? Like what are some of the cool shit you can do?
like all of the vehicles and the like they have all these different type of vehicles like mechs and like the storage systems and these big ships and cargo ships and you know the bases you can build are incredible. You can have full on settlement villages and like
And then
yeah
just
it's
leave and go to the next planet and do it again.
yeah, keep naming planet. You can do whatever you want because it's still a sandbox game at the end of the day, right? So you can still do kind of whatever you want whenever you want. But they expanded a lot on the story. They expanded a lot on the things you can do. You know, there's grinding in the game. Like, yeah, man, it's there's something for everybody in that. You just gotta be into the whole space exploration
Man,
type thing.
I'm into it. Are you gonna play Starfield when it drops?
Of course, of course.
I was like, given everything you're saying now, I feel like
Yeah,
Starfield
yeah,
is
of
mandatory playing.
course. Yeah,
So that's
man.
what I'm looking is to find the Starfield party. Like, yo, so we all go
Yeah.
stream Starfield at the same time, have a Discord call running, stream all to our respective channels, the same fucking call, but the
Yeah,
gameplay footage is different on everybody's channel.
that's it. That's it. Yeah, that'd be dope. And even when you get partnered, I think you can do like it's all on one screen. Everyone can see everyone all on one screen. It's
Yo,
like
but
a
getting partnered though, like, so I'm an affiliate. Getting partnered,
oh, that's
bro.
two different things, huh? Affiliate and partner?
So yeah, affiliates like, bro, we can get you paid in a month. That's nothing. I got enough.
Okay.
Everybody's got enough friends at this point where we can run up your numbers enough because you just need to have an average of 3 people. You need to
15
stream
followers
this,
or something like that.
yeah, which is easy. Honestly, again, like spamming, yo, please follow me. You could get that in a day if you grind
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You can, then you got to do the 28 days straight of like this many streams, this many average people per stream, and it's small. You need to average at 3, so you get like 4 or 5 people in, get your chat going a little bit. A month later, you're monetized. Partner is an average of 75 people per stream, bro.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
Okay.
an average is 75. Like,
Dude.
shit. Like, DJ Blaster can pull that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay.
I can't
No,
put, bro.
you gotta give me 2 seconds, man. Hold on, I gotta get a smoke. One
Yeah,
sec.
run your thing. It's all good. I'm gonna go run one of your songs in the meantime. But yeah, all right,
All right.
fair. All right, you smoking here? Run it,
Mm-hmm.
run it. I understand. I like to smoke on these. It's probably possibly to my chagrin in the big picture, but I feel like it's legal. And the current legislation on monetized content on the internet is if it's legal where you at, you Gucci.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I like
Um,
about Twitch too, man. You know, I be smoking on there too, man. And it's like, hey, man, it's legal where I'm at. That's it.
YouTube too. YouTube lets this video might get demonetized, and I promise you, it's not going to be for the weed. It'll be
Oh,
for
okay.
like fucks or something like that more than it's the weed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cause
And
like,
even YouTube, I think they changed their rules with that with the cursing. As long as you don't curse in the first, what is it, first 7 seconds or something?
nah, it's more like 90 seconds to 3 minutes.
Really?
And honestly, I don't even know anymore, bro. Like I
I thought it was the
censor.
first 7 seconds. Okay.
It's worse now than it used to be, is what I can tell you. Um,
Uh,
a lot of my a lot of my interviews get the yellow now, and a lot of my song reviews get the yellow. But then randomly, shit like the Beat-A-Ho interview's good, and I'm like, what? The guy's name's Beat-A-Ho, and that interview's good. Anyway, so it's not like
YouTube, Google's weird, man.
like, cause like I don't know what the ratio is. I don't know if it's like the way it's worded. If I say fuck too many times in the video in a dense portion, that could be enough, right? And like depending on what you're talking, or it could be like we have a frank conversation about cocaine for whatever reason, and then now we're in a different category, or maybe
Right.
at some point somebody's like, yo, I fuck my bitches. Now I just said that in the context of explaining something else, but
Right.
like, so
Yeah.
I don't know the AI's rules. I know monetization on YouTube, monetization on everything's about to get worse,
Yeah.
which is why shit like Patreon and private funnels are more important. But if your goal was what you were looking for with feedback and shit, when I was running Twitch religiously, there was a good 10-ish, 10, 15 people that would come through on a pretty regular basis.
Right.
And I got a lot of feedback about things, like what people cared about and shit. Like, like when we were doing that shit with Vincent Price, the Crossroads Cypher, like people wanted us to shoot our shit a little bit more than they even. A few people wanted us to rap more, but a lot of people were more into the conversational portion, like.
Okay. Okay.
And then there would be people that would come for each half of the show and shit, and it got like really interesting. But you only start to see that when you like produce some shit. So if you're playing like whatever game you like especially something like Minecraft, where like alrighty,
Yeah.
there's communities in that, then you have to do a little work, and that's the part where on Twitch at least it's like shitty. You have to go hustle yourself in other people's communities. Like
Yeah.
dead ass, I'm terrible at it.
Mm.
Like I get so caught up in my own grind. The last thing I want to do is go sit on somebody else's stream. But like for real, if let's say you want to play Minecraft
Yeah.
and you go find 5 other Minecraft dudes and you spend 20, 30 minutes a week in each of their streams, they're
Yeah.
gonna start raiding you, boy.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You go join their Discord, say what's up. Get to be
Okay.
but the thing is, it's like going to the club. It's not like you walk in and you're like, yo, say a word, come listen to my song, because nobody wants that shit. It's like you gotta go
Yeah.
pull up,
Yeah.
integrate, become
Yeah.
friends, run the
Yeah.
whole thing. And that's how you play Discord, of which I never did any of that side right, which is why my Twitch channel didn't really blow past the COVID rush.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Discord, that's popping too. I got one of those, man. And the communities for Destiny and stuff like that. I share my music in there and stuff like that. Yeah, it definitely helps. But if I had more avenues, like with the Twitch, with the gaming, yeah, I need to be live. I definitely need to be live doing something available to talk, and I think we'll go from there.
It's a good way to get people connected to you. And then you're
Yeah.
playing into your interests. That's why I was like, before you said you gamed, I'm like, there's no way he stopped. He was way too passionate.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 no. I can't stop, man. Yeah.
Do you think Starfield's gonna disappoint?
If they right now, my expectations are, it's going to be from the games that I've been playing, my expectations are low, so I don't think it's gonna disappoint. It won't disappoint me, but for other people, just expect there to be bugs, expect it not to be perfect day one, expect there to be a patch.
Bro, he said there's no land vehicles.
Oh shit!
Like you're
Just
gonna go on the planet-sized planet, which is the planet-sized planet, and then have to
yeah.
like zoom out, pick a new spot on the map, jump back in.
Well, No Man's Sky already got me used to that. That's what I do anyway. I don't walk around the planet. I fucking get in my ship, go up, go a little distance, back down, explore back in the ship. So I'm already
You're
used to
like,
that. That's
I'm
not so
good.
bad. That's not
All
so
right,
bad.
you're like, you'll get used to it. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, I'll
fair.
get used to that. That's
I'm
okay.
watching motherfuckers on the internet rail at this, like, yo, you don't have nothing, no car. You're giving me a whole ass planet, an Earth-sized planet, because that's what he's saying. It's a planet-sized planet.
That's a good argument, and I'm sure that the developers are hearing that, and they're gonna do something about that for sure. There's no way they're doing another walk-in simulator like Death Stranding, like
Bro, I don't
yeah.
know, man. Bethesda's a weird company. Now I'm a Bethesda fanboy for a long time, and then you stop being a Bethesda fanboy and you start being a Bethesda skeptic at a certain point because
Yeah.
Todd Howard is a professional liar.
And
I
wait,
mean,
but didn't aren't they is it them or Square Enix that's with Microsoft now?
I think
It's them,
both.
right?
Bethesda's definitely with Microsoft.
Microsoft
Definitely.
now. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. That was not too that was like a year or two now that they okay,
Yeah,
okay. So
it was
yeah, I'd be
definitely.
worried. I'd be worried.
I'm not like. I mean, I think the game will be fire, like in the
Yeah,
sense of what it is. Like, I think like the scripted story game is gonna
yeah,
be fire, and then all
yeah.
the weird exploring shit is gonna be not fire.
Okay. Man, I hope it's good. I hope it's
All I
good.
know is that is 1,000 planets of planet-sized planets and galaxies, and I'm like, bro.
Yeah, well, fucking Hello Games promised that too with No Man's Sky and an unlimited amount of planets and stuff, and it flopped on day one. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming
hopefully they're
Starfield on day one. I think.
yeah. Oh man. I hope they don't pull a No Man's Sky. I hope it's
I hope they don't pull a Fallout 76.
oh man, hell no. Jeez.
Like, I
No.
mean, Fallout 76 is lit right now. I just gotta throw it out. Chris and I started playing it in 2023, and it's actually fire. And like,
Yeah,
there's all these nice people that come around and give you shit, and you're like,
no.
yay!
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like end game shit, but like the overall experience of playing Fallout 76, and then it made me go like, yo, imagine a bunch of rappers was just playing Fallout 76, 16 people on a server, pulling up and shooting shit.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. That'd be
I don't know.
dope.
I want to find that squad. Like for me, like that would be like lit. Like a whole like Montreal team of Starfield content creators.
That'd be pretty cool, man. That'd be pretty cool.
I
I
mean,
tried, I tried doing little meet and greets on GTA 5, with people just, chilling, shooting the shit. But we spent a lot of time really just talking and not doing anything. Not even missions, man. Just showing off different cars, driving around, shooting random people. It got boring after a while.
yeah,
I was
but
like,
how long is after a while? Like think about you, like how am I like something you did it for a minute.
yeah, like after like 2, 3 hours, man, of just talking.
That
Just
that's a good move though.
it is, but you kind of want to play and shoot shit and like, you want to earn some money and, do a couple missions too. We weren't even doing that, man. We were just chilling, like as if it was like like just a chat room.
Do you think there's like potential and shit like that, and like to take like a is No Man's Sky multiplayer?
Yeah, eventually it came, but yeah, it is now, yeah.
So like in theory, like a bunch of us could go on No Man's Sky and like shoot the shit while making a base,
Yeah, yeah, you can do that.
and like create like sound clashes in No Man's Sky.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
honestly, Minecraft. Like imagine
Yeah.
that. Imagine that like my brain's just fucking running with this now. But like,
You can do
imagine,
anything in Minecraft. Anything you put your mind
like,
to.
I don't want to participate in this because I don't know if I'd ever be that good at Minecraft at this point. But let's say like 8 Montreal artists are fucking great at Minecraft because y'all love this shit. Y'all go on the same server and everybody got to create a concert hall within like an hour.
Yeah.
And then everybody got to perform a set in their own concert hall, and then the audience votes on whose shit looked the illest. You know what I mean? Like,
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
it's a whole different market, completely different
I'd
approach
fuck
to
with
it
that.
all.
Yeah, I'd fuck with that. I'd be in that. Yeah,
Yeah,
sign me up.
I feel like you would be able to, I don't know. I would not be good at that. I'd be good at watching that.
Okay. Placing
Like, I,
bets and shit.
I don't even know if I want to place bets. I'd just be interested in that shit. Because, like, yo,
Mm.
for me, it would be like, okay, so then imagine if there's stats attached to a website. And, like, yo, bro, all of my ideas for, like, what I want to do with marketing, like, it's like, okay, imagine a video game. It's dead ass like Pokemon. And so you have a young Yoko-Gman, and at level 5, his only attacks are, like, 3 bars from actual Yoko-Gman songs. But they're like early songs, and then like as you get stronger, you unlock your more better bars, your
That's
better
fun.
hooks, and then at like level 50, it's like like that's it, and then you do a battle, and like the next man's just has his bars, and then you're using a Google Maps thing to walk around Montreal, and you collect rappers like Pokemon.
Shit, part of your team, you could have them rap for you and shit.
Like you could just have like throw out a CY, and then he has like an attack money. And that's like an
Yeah,
attack.
right. Little ad libs and shit. That'd be
And then
cool.
like I don't know. Then he's in like what I don't know. I think he's in the South Shore, wherever he's at. Like wherever they're from, wherever you rep. I don't care. Like all of the South guys be like in the South. All the DG guys in DG go to like Montreal Nord, and then you get all those guys, and that's what I would think would be fucking crazy shit. But I don't think that's beyond my means of development.
Yeah, you would need to be you would need a couple developers and that shit, man. But that'd be dope though, because it'd be kind of educational at the same time, and maybe teaching, it'd be kind of teaching you about the your local rappers and all about them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
With a clear opt out for people who don't want to be associated, we can move you to
yeah,
a different hood.
yeah.
Or whatnot. But yeah, like I don't know. I feel like the future has to be like mad like innovative
Oh, for
because
sure.
like I don't know. I don't know if you saw the Apple glasses.
Yeah,
That shit looks ill,
yeah.
bro.
That looks
Like
next level, man. I knew we were going there anyway. Like it was about time we were reaching that level,
then
man.
the Sony glasses are gonna come like 6 months later and be just as ill.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Just
like
as expensive too, man. The price they're talking is crazy.
yo, but Apple just partnered with a firm, so you're gonna be able to pay for it in 12 chunks.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm not saying it's worth it, but you can see them putting the pieces in place right now.
Yeah.
Like I bought my exercise machine with a firm because I'm like, yo, I don't want to pay no 14 up front.
For real.
But yeah. So if it's like 5 Gs, but like you only really, and if you're in a place where like, yo, imagine being the guy on day one to make content with that bitch. You
Yeah,
fucking right,
man.
not.
See, it's all about that innovation, man. Being the first, man. Fuck.
I think Apple's proof you don't have to be the first, but like you have to be innovative with it. So
Yeah.
being like the first to create some kind of content has power, but like at the same time, you could argue, what if you just wait and come in when it's better? But
Facts.
that's
I
what
can say
Apple
that
did with
about
that.
I can say that about Stadia. That's what Google should have thought about Stadia.
That was the
They should have
biggest blunder ever, bro.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
over promise, under delivered, and I don't know. Yo, tech is in a weird place. Like Facebook and Google both be losing heavy right now. Like
Yeah.
yo, like I don't think people know what ChatGPT is about to do to Google's life.
Yo, I hear so much. I hear about Chat GTP every day, bro. Like it's crazy, man.
Yo, it's mad useful. Like I'm
You
using it
tried
in
it?
my.
Oh yeah, you tried it, right?
Yo, I pay for it now. I pay
Okay.
$30 a month for ChatGPT. So like what I'm doing with it right now a lot is two main purposes. One, it edits my blog when I write, and it's not like edit it fully. I'm actually go, is this clear? Like, do you understand this blog? And then it'll be like, nah, B, you're confusing as fuck. Go make some more tie-in sentences and some other shit. And then I go edit it. I don't like let it edit it. I just listen to its top level feedback like it's my editor. And then I go edit the blog accordingly. And then I go, is this clear? And when it starts complimenting me, I know that like it's in the realm of clear enough.
Okay.
And then the other thing I'm doing is with job hunting, because I'm not, I'm trying to figure out that job hunting game now, as my unemployed ass exists unemployed still. And so I'll be like, ChatGPT, take on the role of the world's best cover letter writer, and you're trying to impress a hiring manager. Please take a look at this job and I use please because I can't help it, but I really do with the fucking chat. Take a look at this job description. In the job description, take a look at this CV. Write me a cover letter. I copy paste that, and then I tweak that shit and I send it in. Because I figure if the recruiters are using AI to screen, I should use AI to get through to the recruiters.
Right. Damn. Yo,
and like I'm not mad at a recruiter seeing that I've used AI. Like, who fucking cares, bro? I'm showing you I'm willing.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if you need me to write my fucking cover letter for you and take 45 minutes, nah, B. You can see it's 75% ChatGPT because I do tweak enough of it.
Okay.
It'll know if it's 100% copy. Plus, read that shit, bro. It just makes shit up. It was like talking about my passion for video games. I'm like, I don't know. Where did you get passion for video games from? Like,
okay.
It just makes shit up. So be careful with it. But I think high key, like ChatGPT can take on real administrative roles. Like, if you leave it to its own devices, it's mad trash. But if you create a bunch of rule sets for it to follow, such as, okay, let me import all of Yoko-Gman's actual data, and you make a spreadsheet, and it's all of your songs' performances, song titles, all of the shit behind the scenes, likes, comments, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then you go, based on the existing performance of Yoko-Gman's catalog, recommend future Yoko-Gman shit. So then it can do a lot of data analysis and work on your own shit, and it'll be able to see what success looks like. So let's say you put out 10 YouTube vlogs, and you just give it the actual data, the 5 best, the 5 worst, and then it can be like, here's some good blog topics and content titles based on your success and your failures. In that context, it's lit, but like to program it to do that is going to be a little bit of effort behind the scenes. Naked ChatGPT will just make shit up. It's just goofy.
Yo, that is dope shit, man. I didn't know it was like that.
It's fucking fun, bro. Like, we just started asking it questions. So you could do one of my shows with my man's Flacco Bayo, and we ask it like topic of the week shit. So I always say, take on the role of the average Western person and answer the following questions. So we learned that the average Western person's favorite sandwich is a turkey club.
Oh, shit.
You're just like, damn it. And you're asking absurd shit, real shit. As an AI, I'm not a real person. And then it tells you the answer.
Damn. Okay.
And basically, it just has the internet till September 2021. So keep that in mind, too. It don't have the current hits.
Okay.
But it has the whole internet up until 2021, so it's like, yo, this shit's smart.
Yeah. Fuck, that's next level, man. Shit. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool.
I fucks with ChatGPT. Like, it's like, yo, but you want to learn about it. Like, if you are curious, Google prompt engineering for ChatGPT, and it'll give you some tips on how to ask it the right questions and shit, and then what's cool about it is you could be like, all right, ChatGPT, how would you go about creating a dashboard that interactively pulls all my Spotify data into a Google Sheets? And then it'll write the code for you that combs Spotify's API and shit, and like,
what? Oh shit.
And then, because it goes on HubSpot, and it just combs all of their shit and writes you fucking code. And so, like, if you're trying to do, like, original shit, you're fucked. But if you're just trying to, like, do shit like that, like, yo, it just makes you become a coder overnight for basic bullshit. And it'll tell you step by step what to click on.
Hey, it's pretty fucking cool, man.
So
That's
it's
the
like,
future. That's the future.
it's the present.
Yeah, yeah. Facts, facts.
Like, yo, I mean, people, it's not even new. Like, I've been getting ads for shit, like, AI related for, like, years, right? It's just ChatGPT's just, like, different. Because it's so
Okay,
accessible. Because it talks to you like a person talks to you. Whereas
okay.
other shit's been kind of goofy and shit, but it talks to you. It's fucking, like, I got it to tell me stories. It's fucking wild. It's very imaginative. And, like, I don't know. Then they got, like, just the fact that you could, like, train AI systems to talk to each other. Like, there's people doing some crazy fucking stupid shit, but, like, it's not gonna be like this gold mine, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
it's not gonna be like this one-stop success shop. It's just like, if you already got some shit going on and it can simplify some shit in your life, that's what it does.
Okay, okay. Let's go, man. I gotta try that shit out, man. That sounds
Yeah,
interesting as fuck.
I have a field day with it.
Yeah.
um, so you're definitely on that, like, more nerdy side of marketing shit.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm all about learning shit every day, man. Smoke my trees, man. And I just watch a bunch of random shit, man. Just learning shit, man.
What's your favorite learning places?
I would say definitely YouTube, because like everything's free and well, I do pay for my YouTube for no commercials, but like
Yo, you
basically,
actually pay for YouTube Premium?
yes, I do, man. And now that I pay for it, bro, I can't go back to the free one. Just not having commercials, being able to like have YouTube on and close my screen and have it still playing, like I'll pay for that. You know what I mean? Like
I hear you. That's the only feature that ever made me consider paying for it.
just that alone, man, like you know what I mean? And then the no commercials because especially now that they have the non-skippable almost five in a row, like I just,
I've
I'm not
never encountered the 5 in a row, bro.
yeah, it happens sometimes, man. One of the, like mostly it's two, but there's sometimes five in a row, man.
Though I do sometimes get them hour-long podcasts, because personally what I'll do is when I release a video, I go to all of my YouTube accounts and I hit play and I just let the ads play in full the whole time. I never skip all of my YouTube videos. Why the
Yeah.
fuck not? I have 4 or 5 accounts. I'm like, fuck that. Every ad, every time. We don't fucking skip ads in my crib unless it's your video. In which case, maybe I'll skip the ad if I'm really trying to. I do try to let people's ads play. Like, I'll at least go past the skip ad a few seconds and shit.
Okay. Okay.
That's because I like ad money. It's
Right,
like,
right, right, right.
but you give
Well,
up money too, though. Like, in your defense, like, if you watch my video, like,
yeah,
there's 2 revenue streams. So, like, you
yeah,
get the ad money, and then technically, if you watched a lot of my videos, I would get paid in relation to the global amount of people. I don't know how they fucking work it out, but I
right.
would get a little cut of you watching my
Yeah.
video still.
But yeah, because you also the way they have it set up is that if someone has a premium account, it still kind of counts as like you know, it still counts towards your revenue, just the
Right.
same as an ad would. Yeah. Probably not as much or whatever, but like I ain't even there yet with my own channel, so I'm not really sure. But I know for a fact that you get a piece too.
Honestly, I think it pays better per view. Like, because you don't get a lot of them, but I think it does pay
Okay,
a little better.
okay, with a premium account, okay, that'd be
We're
better.
talking like baby amounts though. Like,
Okay.
does it specify that shit? Yeah. Nah, it used to specify it on the top level of the page, but like, ultimately, it's like you're just like, you're more like a guaranteed penny versus the ad,
Mm,
which is a maybe penny.
right, right,
So it's
right.
more like if enough people watch it with premium at the same time, you get like $1, and then I don't know the ad. Like, it's not, honestly, YouTube money shit. Like, it's good, but it's shit. Like, I got 8,000 views once, and that worked out to $25 USD.
Okay. Okay.
So, like, it's just a ratio to understand. Like,
Right.
don't get me wrong, you blow up 100,000, you getting a check,
Yeah.
but like somebody told me what the numbers behind a couple million were, and I'm like, yo, it's only a couple thousand, and you're like, yo, not like actually as fire as people be making it sound.
No, what it's all about is the sponsorships and merch, bro. It's all about the merch.
That's a fact. I made more off of merch and revenue than I did off of anything else in the last 6 months.
Yeah, man. I know, man. Oh, I can't wait.
Do you have a
September's coming.
Patreon?
No, I haven't had a real reason to really, I don't really know. I haven't met anyone that can explain to me how it works and what's the benefits of it, right? So,
You offer people shit and they give you money. Shit is stuff you define, as in, ask me a question, I'll answer, it's valid, or give me $1 and I give you nothing is valid, and then they give you $1 every month, and then you can develop better perks. So like, um, for a while when I was focusing on album reviews, if you gave me $5 a month, we'd review an album you wanted. High key, very cheap album reviews I was selling at one point. Price is up now, so it's a little more expensive
okay,
because it was
okay.
actually a lot of effort. But like we could have like behind the scenes content. So like as an example, for these perspectives episodes we're shooting with like General Steel and shit, there's like whole portions, 5 minute clips and shit that we like cut out from when we started rolling to when we start the episode. That's some Patreon shit, right? That's not for everyone. So if you want access to that, it'd be $5 a month if you really care about seeing that shit. And then, maybe at $20 or $25 you throw merch in. But they say subscribe for like 3 months. They give you $75, and you flip it around and like
Hey, all right. Yo, so I might run one of those. I might run one of those.
whatever you think of. Private Discord access. Like, you mean go look at what other people are doing, but I think artists fucking sleep on this shit, and I'm like, why? Like, I get from 3 people 75-ish USD a month for well over a year.
Hey. All right, yeah, we gotta open me up a Patreon, man, because yeah, especially, you know what? Maybe you might know, man, but I've been trying to find somebody who could duplicate CDs for me, like print me out albums and stuff, because I've been looking at some people, especially local, but it's like they don't answer, they're not calling back. I'm leaving voicemails. They're not like I don't know what's going on, man. Like,
I don't know. I don't know how people are really running that side of things at this point. I haven't. I know a few
because I
people
know
who do
now,
like merch, but like actually album shades, I'm not sure.
yeah, because I know nowadays it's mostly about streaming and stuff like that, but there is a big there is a big amount of people that want physical copies, and it's like, and not like USB keys, like they want
Yeah, I
CDs.
would talk to Bamboo Twigs, honestly,
Okay.
because he's the one that really just did that, right? Like,
Okay.
him and Action Man ran that whole physical CD run, and he'd been going around selling physicals. Or I have it over there, but another route that was taken was Regulator Snake with the USB keys he just
Yeah,
did,
see, yeah, he did
and
the
the whole
USB.
like baggie, which I have somewhere over here, that's all branded with like an album. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty hard stills. Or my man Flacco Bayo went a different route for one of his projects and created $100 pack, and this was like in a bag that was sealed with like a champagne seal, and you got the CD and you got the fucking lighters or stickers, and like it was a whole
Yeah.
pack of shit you got that was all related to the project. So that for like $100 you were getting something fire, like a bandana, like some shit that
Right.
was cool.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
like,
got the stickers. I got the little the little fucking
yeah, it's hard.
stickers that you put on the little packages there, you know?
I've not done stickers yet.
Yeah, I got those, but when it came to printing out like the actual CD jewel cases or whatever, man, I'm having trouble, man. It's like I can either only find people in the States, and the people that are local, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. They're not answering. I don't know if the company's still open. They're still there on Google, but when you try to contact them, it doesn't work.
I mean, it might be possible COVID fucked up a lot of those kinds of things, because like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it seems like such a niche
Yeah.
thing
Yeah. It
for
is.
like
It is.
Like, I wish I could do everything local, but like high key, like, yo, some shit it just you can't if it works out like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like Beer on Grow or one of them joints does that kind of shit.
Possible. I never thought about that. Never thought about that.
Or I'm saying Bamboo Twigs clearly did that shit. So I would just see who else is printing physical discs like that and
Yeah,
run it
okay.
from that point, cause like that to me is like the best approach for it. But yeah, physical handout. That's why I did cards actually, because I was
Okay.
like, oh, people like physical items. So,
Yeah.
and then you drop your card, like, yo, follow me, QR code on the
Okay.
back.
Okay. Yo, cards. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I'd like to do that too, man. Some cards when I go to
Cards,
shows and shit.
that
I'll be
shit's
handing them out.
fire. You're just like,
Jeez. Yeah. Okay. And you got the QR in the back. Yeah, I like that.
and then it lets you be versatile with the QR code, so you can update it in case some shit like on the Linktree changes, and it's like whatever. And yeah, I got it because I was having a lot of trouble showing off the pickle designs, pulling up my
Okay.
phone. So now all the designs are just on one side of the card, and then the other side is the contact info. So it's like, yo, take the shit. But not for real, like, yo, it's a flex. It's fun as fuck to pull out the card,
All
especially in
right.
another city.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what's up.
I know. So like, do you have any like timelines on the next video or anything like that? Since you said you were filming.
Yeah. So, next Saturday, I'm doing a video shoot. I'm doing a video shoot. I'm not sure for what video though. It depends if because like I'm supposed to be doing a video with J Mine, but he's been feeling a little under the weather, so we had to cancel last weekend. And I don't know if he's gonna be feeling better. Then we're gonna be shooting Switched Up. It's a track that's on this album that I dropped. And if not, then I'm going to be probably doing one of my solo ones. So I can't say for sure which one, but we have so many that we're doing that we're ready for whatever happens. You know what I mean? So when the day comes, we're doing one of them. Then 2 weeks after that, doing another. I'm doing at least three in the next month or so. So
Right.
it's coming. Yeah.
Nah, it's lit, man. I look forward to seeing that shit, and then everyone can follow you on Instagram.
Yeah, man. Uh, Yoko, I don't know. Do you have my Instagram?
Yeah, I'm looking it up now. I usually have that more prepared. Um, Yoko underscore Gman dot music dot MTL. So just
Yeah,
start typing in Yoko underscore Gman and it'll all pop up there.
exactly.
But yo, follow the man, and everything will be linked down below. And yeah, it's gonna be the album's good. Like I listened to it and I really appreciated it, and I felt like yo, this is really like well-made hip hop that's super in the pocket, and it like jumps around with energies and styles and gives a good
Yeah,
sense of who you are. So I
yeah,
definitely recommend y'all giving that a spin, and appreciate you like coming through here and giving
yeah,
me a
man.
time and shit. That's really dope.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun, man. And this album is definitely really different than the last one, Hustle Hard, because I feel like Hustle Hard was all about the trap, and this one really demonstrates coming from the trap to this new genre that I'm attempting, because I'm not a singer by any means, but I'm really trying to dabble with the vocals, I want to be versatile. I want to try it all, man. I want to see what 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 I'm good at, what I like, and what I don't like. So
Right.
that's it.
And I'm sure people appreciate that. And then after bumping it, it's full 20 tracks and shit. Like it's a full ass project. It's not
Yeah, man.
like I don't know if it's a mixtape or not, but it's a full ass
Oh,
album. Is what it
album, yeah.
feels like. So that's pretty impressive and dope that you put that out. And it
Yeah,
feels
man.
like you put the real care and consideration into it.
Hell yeah, I did. Respect, man. I appreciate that.
And I definitely appreciate all of you who are watching this. Those of you who came through on the live, and those of you that are watching this in the future. You can make sure to follow the Twitch if you want to come through for future live ones. Not sure what the regular date for this will be in the future because it was on Mondays and now that's our perspective. So if you want to watch me and Flacco Bayo talk shit, Mondays at 7 p.m. over here at twitch.tv/behind that suit. If you do fucks with what we do though, we got the Patreon, patreon.com/behind that suit, and I definitely need to redo that to reflect the current reality. But I haven't figured out where I'm going 100%. Gets harder to things like that, because you don't want to change it every 3 weeks. But make sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Look forward to having everyone here in the future. Yo, live long and prosper, everyone.
Oh yeah, man. Peace.